To find normal probabilities on the statistics calculator, where the mean and standard deviation are not equal to 1, is basically the same as when it is. All we need to do when we go into our distributions menu and then click on the normal distribution calculator, we just need to change the mean and standard deviation in the given problem. So, for instance, I have an example problem with, suppose a normally distributed set of data has a mean of 34.5 and a standard deviation of 5.2. So we can go ahead and enter the mean and standard deviation accordingly. You do need to press this update button. But the nice thing about this is it will go ahead and start changing all the labels on this. So you can see that the center of the distribution is now centered at 34.5. Each tick mark away from that is now off by the standard deviation of 5.2. So for instance, 34.5 plus 5.2 would give me 39.7. So this is now what's known as an x-axis instead of a z-axis. So that if we want to calculate things like the probability that x is less than 28.1, well, all we need to do is first switch the mode of this operation into less than, because this would calculate an area to the left. And what we're looking for are values of x that are less than 28.1. So 28.1, we can look for it, by sliding this dot. That's one way of handling things. Or you could just simply type in the value 28.1, and then when you press calculate, it will come up with exactly the probability that you need. Okay? If you need to do an area to the right, just switch your mode into area to the right. And of course, make sure you're in calculate area here and don't switch into x values. That will be covered in another video, but just make sure you're in calculate area for this. The probability that x is greater than 32.4, you can either try and slide and reach that point, or it's probably best to just type it in down here into this box, and then it will update and calculate that probability for you. If you need an area between two values, simply choose that mode, and then you can just enter your lower bound of the shaded region and the upper bound of the shaded region. Press enter. What's nice is it will show you a sketch of that shaded region, but then also give you the associated probability. And that's all you need to do.